So you're thinking about selling your home this spring. We've got some advice for you. Specifically, what are the main reasons that buyers cancel contracts? We're going to share some experiences, some stories with you that we've had in hopes that it will help prevent you from having some of these same situations come up and maybe get you through a smoother transition. Buyers cancel contracts at a pretty high rate. If you look at statistics, you're probably around 30 to 40% of contracts actually get canceled after they're made. It's really high numbers. The reason, number one, is the home inspection. And so before we jump into it, I want to tell you about a property we had. This was back in like 2022. We put it up for sale. We got a good offer on it within 24 hours. It was close to full price and it was ready to go. And 3 days later, we get a home inspection and some stuff comes up in the home inspection. The buyer gets cold feet and cancels, and then we're back on the market. And now we have the question, why did it fall apart? Was there something major wrong with it? And we had to overcome some of those objections at that stage. So the home inspection is a key piece that is the most difficult hurdle to overcome in getting the contract from contract to close. And the reason is because buyers uncover a lot of things that they were not anticipating, and it's already a very high stress, tense situation, and those things end up causing them to have some anxiety. So imagine that same buyer moving before they ever make the offer, having an inspection done by the seller beforehand, a pre-inspection, having a handful of things fixed already, and being able to get an inspection that once some of these major items don't come up, or if they do, they're already disclosed up front, so it's not new information that comes in the middle of this little high stress situation. It's kind of known in advance. That helps create less of a stressful situation where buyers pull the ripcord and back out. Number two, biggest reason buyers cancel is because financing falls through. Maybe they have a job loss. Maybe they have a hit on their credit. Something comes up and maybe they were really tight on their debt to income ratio and there was something that they hadn't reported, and it comes up and it causes a bunch of difficulties and they end up not being able to finance the home. Number three is a low appraisal. So actually, low appraisals became a significant issue at the end of 2024 moving into 25 because the market was actually on a downward trend and the appraisers were not willing to push the envelope and let prices remain super elevated. So we've seen a lot of issues if people overprice their home dealing with a low appraisal, and it creates a lot of headache and heartache toward the end. In addition to the home inspection, which is number one, you also have buyer's remorse. So anytime you buy something, certain people have an instinctive reaction to have this intense, deep sense of remorse. And whenever someone puts a contract on the home, they go to sleep that night and they wonder and worry, did I make the wrong choice? Should I have done that? They have all these doubts about what they should have done. And despite having signed the contract, they decide that they want to back out. Now in Texas, they are given the legal right to cancel the contract for the option period or the inspection period. You might be from a different state, so you might call it something else. In Texas, it's the option period. Usually it's about 7 to 14 days. And for any reason, they can back out. It's called an unrestricted right to terminate. With that is one major issue that people run into. Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do to remedy buyer's remorse. It's just one of the things that we have to contend with as sellers in this market. Last but not least, too many contingencies. Does the buyer that's purchasing your home have a home to sell? Does the person buying their home also have a home to sell? So do we have 2 stacks of contingencies in order for your home to close? Because then you've got 3 appraisals, 3 home inspections, 3 of everything. So you have so many more opportunities for this deal to fall apart. It's not always a bad thing. I've had it happen. We've gone through it. But it is good to at least understand what's going on all the way down the line and make sure that you've got good contact with everyone that's involved and make sure everyone's got a good plan together and we've got, realistic target dates that we are going to be able to hit. That is something to always be familiar with and make sure that everyone is transparent on what exactly we're waiting on in terms of contingencies. So what's the bottom line? Getting a home under contract, it's always exciting. It's a major hurdle. It's a major win, but it's not the end of the line. There's a lot more that goes into getting the home from there to the closing table. This is one of the places where having a good real estate agent makes a huge difference. For sale by owners are notorious for having problems getting from contract to close, and many real estate agents have difficulties with that same process. There is a strategic way to go about things, and we would love to share with you some of the tactics that we use to try to help through the negotiation. We would love to hear from you. If you have any interest, I hope you found this video helpful, and if we don't hear from you, hopefully we'll see you around Granbury sometime.